We really have a culture where we're able to do what we think is right and what's best for the patient.
Consonus is a contract rehab provider. We provide contract services in long-term care settings, post-acute care with physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy services. But what I think appreciate most about Consonus is the way in which we deliver those services and the culture that we carry as a company.
One of our big mottos that we talk about is creating the best rest of the journey for our residents and our patients. They don't usually come to us by choice. They come to us in a time of crisis, and it's up to us to figure out how to make things the best it can possibly be.
Productivity is part of our day-to-day life in the rehab industry, and one of the reasons that we adapted Optima early on in 2007 is because we were only at about 75% productivity, and we knew that we couldn't sustain at 75%, and so we utilized Optima to help us increase our productivity. And I will say that we're at 80% now, month in, month out.
It's very easy for me to say Optima Therapy has the tools to support the needs of the therapists. And so it's very user-friendly, it's intuitive, it builds workflows that allows them to meet the demands of their own internal quality standards as well as the regulatory standards.
Optima has been a really good solution for Consonus. I think the biggest initiative that's been most meaningful to me in my role in the organization is how well Optima jumped on the understanding that they really needed to have some way to measure functional improvement in the system, and that it needed to be a reliable and a valid tool, and went with the care item sets for both mobility and self-care. That's really revolutionized what we've been able to do in our organization.
If Optima Therapy identifies an opportunity to enhance or build a feature within the solution, they do reach out to their customers and users to see what will meet the demands of your environment. And so I've appreciated that. I felt like my voice is heard and listened to. And so I think that's pretty amazing for how big you've become.
I love Optima Therapy because they are always on top of any new regulation that comes out. There are people at Optima that I see at industry events that are gathering the same information that I am ahead of time so that they can be ready to roll out these changes, and not having to worry that my software vendor is whether or not they're going to be ready is a huge relief to me. I could not do without that.